And go ahead and take this moment to ground down into those sits bones. Bringing your crown of the head to rise, proud chest, shut the eyes down here. And start to take note of your breath. If you're looking for more of a grounding practice tonight, go ahead and place both palms on top of the knees. If you're ready to receive all this beautiful energy, place the palms facing the ceiling. And if you're ready for that introspective practice, place one palm on heart center and the other palm underneath the low belly to feel that prana, to feel that energy inside. A deeper understanding of ourselves. Take a big inhale, full breath. Exhale, release your day. Another full, big belly breath. Exhale, release something that no longer serves you. Another inhale, full breath, fill the belly, fill the lungs, let the collarbone expand. Holding the breath at the top of the throat, exhale, release. Finding the same breath, inhale, fill the belly, fill the lungs. This time we seal the lips, let the heat escape through both nostrils. As if you're constricting in the back of your throat, as if you're fogging up a glass or mirror. Can you dial into your Ujjayi pranayama, your victorious breath? Taking this time or opportunity to maybe set an intention for tonight's practice. Maybe that's something or someone that inspires you. Inhale, fill the belly, fill the lungs, let the chest rise, hold the breath at the top of the throat. Exhale, release through the nose. Taking these next few breaths on your own speed, on your own time. Remembering that this is your practice. This is your time for yourself. So if I ever cue anything that is not called to you tonight, no worries. Honor your breath, honor your body. One more inhale together. Fill the belly, fill the lungs. Exhale, release. Starting to blink the eyes, open here, placing both palms on the outside of the knees. And then starting to move the neck back and forth. Finding these circles in your neck, maybe moving clockwise. And then switching the direction to counterclockwise. Finding any sticky points in that neck and taking your time here, moving back and forth. Really seeing if you can ground down deep in this practice. Seeing if you can honor your breath and honor your body. Using your body as a tool here, starting to invite the shoulders in, moving in clockwise circles. And then switching the direction, if it feels good, to counterclockwise. On the next inhale, placing both palms behind the glutes, fingertips face towards the glutes. Grounding down into the palms, lifting the chest, gazes towards the ceiling, finding an opening in both of those shoulder blades. Can you press, bringing both palms onto the knees and starting to move the neck back and forth. Switching the directions to counterclockwise. And then inviting the shoulder blades here, moving back and then forwards. On the next inhale, switching the legs, left foot comes in front of right this time, grounding down into those sits bones. Letting the shoulder blades melt away from the ears, the crown of your head lifts. Planting both palms behind you, fingertips are facing the glutes, and then pressing into those palms, lifting the chest high, gazes towards the ceiling here. Inhale, big belly breath, push the palms away from you, feel an opening in the shoulder blades. Exhale, release. Bringing both palms on the outside of the thighs, and then closing our knees together like a book. Bringing both palms on the outside of the shins, running through a few cat-cows here. Inhale, lift the chest, bolster your heart towards the stars, gaze is high. Exhale, ground down into your palms, round the spine, gazes to the navel, cat pose. Inhale, fill up, gaze as high to the sky. Exhale, round the spine, protract in those shoulder blades, gazes to the navel. One more round for good measure. Inhale, lift the chin and chest, bolster your heart high. Exhale, round the spine, protract, gazes to the navel. Inhale, coming all the way forward and then reaching the feet down, coming into an L shape or staff pose on your mat. Being careful not to light your toes on fire. As you see, I have real candles here. This is not a drill. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, slow and controlled, grabbing that imaginary beach ball out in front of you. Grounding down into those heels, can you slowly find the shoulder blades to meet the earth? Intentional with this movement, maybe counting all 33 vertebrae on the way down. Giving yourself a smile, dorsiflexing in those fins. You're super active in the whole body. Slow and controlled, shoulder blades come down to the earth. Right knee comes into the nose. Finding a mini crunch here, lifting the shoulder blades off the earth for 1. Exhale, release. Inhale, shoulder blades are off the earth. Option to modify by leaving them lifted. Left foot slightly lifts off the earth 2 inches, dorsiflexing in both feet. We're finding mini crunches here to activate in the core for 5, 4, 3, 2, holding at 1, 1, squeezing the core in, bringing the forehead towards the knee for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, knees into the chest. Let something go. Start to create low back circles here. First moving clockwise, and then switching the direction to counterclockwise. Getting juicy in your low back here. On the next inhale, left knee comes in towards the face, right foot drops towards the earth 2 inches. Dorsiflexing in both fins here. We're activating in both legs. Inhale, reach past those thighs, holding here. Finding this breath for 5, 4, 3. Can you pull a little bit tighter? 2, 1. 5 mini crunches. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You got this, yogis. Bringing both knees into the chest. Exhale, release. Starting to create those low back circles, maybe moving clockwise. And then switching the direction to counterclockwise. On the next inhale, we raise both heels high to the sky, creating that L shape with our bodies. Reaching past those thighs for 1 more breath and then pulsing here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Can you lift the shoulder blades a little bit higher off the earth, squeezing into that core? 3, 2, 1. Knees into the chest. Start to rock and roll up and down the spine, creating momentum here. Taking your time to give that back body some love. And then when you're ready, crossing at the ankles, meaning in a neutral tabletop at the top of your mat. In this neutral tabletop pose, our wrists are directly underneath the shoulder blades, knees underneath the hips. We untuck those toes, drop the belly low. 1 cow pose, bolster your heart towards the stars, tailbone lifts high. Exhale, ground down into those palms, round in the spine, gazes to the navel, cat pose. Inhale, drop the belly low, bolster your heart high, send the tailbone to the stars. Exhale, ground down into those palms, round the spine, protract in the shoulder blades, gazes to the navel. Inhale, coming back to neutral, left palm traces the outside of the right, lifting up, finding an opening in that chest. Can you send the left fingertips towards the opposite wall? Exhale, coming back through center, and then threading the left palm underneath the right, to find thread the needle, left elbow, shoulder blade comes down towards the earth. Here, maybe this is enough for you and maybe you stay. Or maybe you bring the right palm behind you to create a little clasp in between the thigh and hip. Maybe that right foot starts to lift off the earth, playing with balance here, pushing into the top of the left palm, activating in the core to find a stable foundation. 1 big inhale here, fill the belly. Exhale, slowly release the right foot down towards the earth. Right palm comes in front of the face. Reaching up for that counter stretch, left palm high to the sky, opening the chest. Exhale, back to neutral. 1 cat-cow to reset. Drop the belly low, send the tailbone high. Exhale, ground down into those palms, round the spine, gaze to the navel. Coming back to neutral tabletop, right palm traces the left, lifting all the way up, sending your chest high, finding a mini opening. Maybe the right palm reaches behind you to open up a little bit wider. One big inhale here. Exhale, right palm threads underneath the left, bringing the right shoulder blade towards the earth. Maybe this is enough for you and you stay here. Maybe you bring the left palm behind you to clasp in between the thigh and hip. Maybe that left foot starts to rise high to the sky, finding balance, creating balance on your mat. Pushing down into the right palm. Hold for one more breath, big belly fill up. Exhale, left foot comes down to the earth, left palm comes in front of the face. Moving in for that counter stretch, right palm high to the sky. Exhale, neutral tabletop pose. I want you to shut the eyes down here and really move what your body is asking you to do. No judgment on your mats. Bring your drishti or your awareness or gaze inwards. Can you honor your breath, honor your body by simply moving organically? On the next inhale, coming back to neutral. Grounding both palms into the earth, tucking the toes, and then rising 2 inches off the earth, lifted tabletop pose. In this lifted tabletop pose, you're pushing the earth away from you. Gaze is in between the palms, sending the crown of the head to lift forward. Grounding down to both toes here, can you find that core strength? Inhale, fill the belly, fill the lungs. Exhale, release. One more breath. Inhale, fill the belly, fill the lungs. Exhale, release. Inhale, both heels high to the sky, hips go forward, finding your Ardha Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Your first down dog of this practice here. Can you move organically, shut the eyes down here, and generously bend in both knees? Maybe moving the neck from side to side. If you're tight in the hamstrings, go ahead and bend generously in both knees. We're creating an inverted V shape with our body here. Our feet are hips width distance apart. Our palms are a little bit wider than shoulder width distance. We're grounding down into the base knuckle of the index finger and the thumb. Inhale, fill the belly. Exhale, send your heart towards your thighs. Gaze is in between the ankles. Let it go. Gaze is in between the ankles. We're elongating the neck. Inhale, big belly breath. Fill the belly, lift the heels. Exhale, release. Sink deep into the earth. Inhale, gaze is in between the palms. We walk, step, jump, hop, or float to the top of our mat. Inhale, halfway lift out of the Uttanasana, creating a number 7 with our spine. Shoulder blades plant into the back wall and crown of your head reaches forward. We're creating a flat back here as if you have a plate of yums not wanting to spill. Inhale, fill the belly. Exhale, release, sink down, forward fold. Inhale, rip to rise, really reach with intention. Gaze is in between the palms. Maybe you take a slight back bend here. Exhale, swan dive, leading with the chest, hinging at the hips. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift out of the Uttanasana. Exhale, plant the palms, high plank. In this high plank, can you send your shoulders above wrists? Your heels are above the toes. We're tucking the elbows into the ribs and then slowly lowering down to low plank. We're creating a right angle here with our forearm and bicep. Inhale, push the earth, high plank. Exhale, tuck those elbows into the ribs, lower down, low plank. Inhale, high plank, push up, you got this, yogis. Exhale, tuck the elbows into the ribs and slowly lower all the way down to our bellies. Untucking the toes, keeping the palms planted. And then inhale, lifting up high, cobra pose. In Bhujangasana, cobra pose, can you plant the tops of both feet into the earth? Can you plant those palms into the earth, sending the elbows towards one another? Maybe you test your strength here, letting the chin slightly gaze forward, crown of the head reaches towards the front of you. Inhale, maybe both palms lift off the earth, finding that strength in the core and back. Inhale, can you lift a little bit higher? Exhale, release, planting the palms, rolling the toes, finding downward facing dog, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. In this downward dog, inhale, both heels high to the sky. Exhale, release. Inhale, gazes in between the palms. We walk, step, jump, or float to the top of our mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rip to rise, reach all the way up. Maybe you take a slight back bend here. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold, leading with the chest, swan dive, hinging at the hips. Inhale, out of the Uttanasana. Exhale, plant the palms, high to low plank. You flow, you grow. Chaturanga check-in. Can you tuck those elbows into the ribs as you lower down? Upward facing dog, pull your chest through, squeeze those inner thighs together. Planting the palms into the earth, moving the shoulder blades away from the ears. Take one big breath here. Exhale, rolling over the toes, Ardha Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. One more sun A to get our heartbeat going. Inhale, gazes in between the palms. Let's step, jump, or hop to the top of our mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, reach all the way up. Active listening, I'm grabbing for my left wrist. And then moving over towards the right side, grounding down into both heels. Inhale, can you spiral your chest towards the ceiling? Fill the belly. Exhale, can you sink a little bit deeper? Inhale through center. Exhale, switching the grips, grabbing the right wrist, moving over towards the left side. Spiraling the chest towards the ceiling. Inhale, fill the belly, fill the lungs. Exhale, can you sink a little bit deeper? Inhale through center. Exhale, swan dive, leading with the chest, hinging at the hips, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, high to low plank. Choosing your journey to your vinyasa, maybe skipping it entirely. Upward facing dog, pulling the chest through. Exhale, big toes come together to touch. Knees jet out in opposite directions. Sending your hips towards those heels, child's pose. Maybe coming back to that intention that you set in the beginning of class. Shutting the eyes down here and giving the third eye a massage back and forth. Your heart of intuition. Inhale, fill the belly, expansive breath through the lungs. Exhale, release, let something go. Ha. One more breath. Inhale, fill the belly, fill the lungs. Exhale, walking the palms towards the body, finding your downward facing dog. In this downward facing dog, both feet come together to touch at the back of your mats. Grounding down into the base knuckle of the index finger and the thumb, right leg lifts high to the sky. Pointing the toe towards the earth to square off the hips, and then bending at the knee, generously creating these big circles. Maybe moving clockwise, and then counterclockwise, getting into the synovial fluid of this right hip. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, right heel towards left glute, scorpion tailing that right leg. If that right armpit shoots up towards the ceiling, can you square it off towards your mat, grounding evenly in both palms? Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to nose, round the spine, crunch it in, shoulders over wrists, cat back. Inhale, three-legged dog. Right knee to right elbow, make a connection, hold. Three-legged dog. Right knee to nose, round the spine, crunch it in, and then right knee to left elbow. We're dropping that right foot down to the earth and then lifting up for our wild thing or fallen triangle. Pushing the right palm into the earth as you lift the chest a little bit higher. Inhale, one big belly breath. Exhale, slowly melt down. We're in a wide-legged fold or straddle at the back of our mats. So the back right corner of the mat, inhale, lift the belly. Exhale, forward fold, finding that middle straddle. As you inhale here, filling the belly, fill the lungs, can you dorsiflex in those fins, being active in both toes? Sending the toes towards the shin, inhale, fill the belly. Exhale, can you sink a little bit deeper? Inhale, fill the belly, fill the lungs. Exhale, can you lengthen in the spine, sending the chest closer towards the earth? Inhale, walking the palms close to the body, and then bringing the right palm behind you to create a little kickstand behind the tailbone. We're coming back into that wild thing, so push the earth away from you here. Lift in the core. Exhale, left palm comes down to the earth. If those chaturanga push-ups are here for you and you'd like to take them, using those elbows to tuck into the ribs, taking these chaturanga push-ups. If you'd rather skip them today, go ahead and bring that right foot high to the sky, three-legged dog. Right knee to nose, round the spine, crunch it in, plant the right foot in between the palms. We're pivoting that back leg to 45 degrees and then rising up. Virabhadrasana, warrior one. In this Virabhadrasana, can you ground down evenly in both feet? Feel that pelvic floor engage, zipping up through the core. We're creating a right angle here with the right leg. Gaze is in between the palms, let the shoulder blades melt down the spine. Inhale, fill the belly, fill the lungs. Exhale, release. Control the breath, control the mind. You got this, yogis. Inhale, fill the belly, fill the lungs. Exhale, bring the palms behind us to clasp. Lift the chest high to the sky. And then surrender your heart towards the earth, finding humble warrior. In this humble warrior, sending the crown of your head towards your mat. Can you use your fist to square off the right hip? One inhale here, fill the belly. Exhale, release the bind, coming all the way back up, warrior one. Inhale, fill the belly, fill the lungs. Exhale, pivoting that back leg, and then bending deep in the front knee, finding warrior two. In this warrior two, our hips are square towards the left side. Our drishti or gaze is in between the right fingertips. Inhale, shoulder blades to ears. Exhale, melt. Inhale, shoulder blades to ears. Exhale, melt. Last one for good measure, yogis. You got this, shoulder blades to ears. Exhale, melt them down the spine. Reaching for something you desire and then coming all the way back, finding peaceful warrior, generously bending in that front knee. Inhale, coming back to warrior two just for a moment. You got this, and then switching the weight towards the left knee, finding skandasana or skater's lunge at the back of your mat. Taking one big inhale in this skater's lunge, maybe moving towards a full bind. Maybe you plant the left palm down into the earth and reach the right palm up, finding an opening in the chest. Taking one expansive breath here, inhale through the right lung. Exhale, release. Inhale, pivoting both toes towards the back of the mat. And then exhale, finding that long pyramid pose. Maybe having to shorten that stance in this pyramid pose, sending the chest down towards the thigh, towards the shin. Taking one halfway lift here. Exhale, plant both palms into the earth. Left foot comes all the way back, three-legged dog. Exhale, finding that downward facing dog here, choosing to skip your vinyasa, or maybe finding your high to low plank, tucking those elbows into the ribs as you lower down. Upward facing dog, pull the chest through. Exhale, downward facing dog. Taking 5 deep breaths in this Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Our feet are hips width distance apart. Our palms are a little bit wider than shoulder width distance. Grounding down to the base knuckle of the index finger and the thumb. Can you send your heart towards the thigh as you generously gaze in between the ankles? Giving that neck room to move back and forth. Inhale, both heels high to the sky. Exhale, sink them deep into the earth. Inhale, left leg high to the sky, three-legged dog. Drawing circles with that left knee, moving clockwise. And then counterclockwise. Left foot lifts high to the sky, three-legged dog, scorpion tailing left heel towards right glute. If the left armpit shoots up towards the ceiling, can you square it off towards your mat? Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to nose, round the spine, crunch it in, shoulders over wrist, cat back. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to left elbow, make a connection, hold. Inhale, three-legged dog. Left knee to nose, round the spine, crunch it in, and then send the knee towards the right elbow. Planting the left foot into the earth, lifting up, finding that wild thing, lifting the chest high to the sky. Can you ground down into this left palm and lift the chest a little bit higher, finding a big breath. Inhale, fill the lungs. Exhale, right palm comes down to the earth. Option for 0 to 5 chaturanga push-ups. If you're looking for that physical practice, tuck the elbows into the ribs, engage in the core. If you'd like to skip the crossbody push-ups today, no worries. Left foot lifts high to the sky, 3-legged dog. Left knee to nose, round the spine, crunch it in, plant the left foot in between the palms. Pivoting that back foot to 45 degrees and then rising up. We're at warrior one at the back of our mats. So in this warrior one, we're creating the right angle with the left knee. Back foot is pivoted to 45 degrees, gaze is in between the palms, let the shoulder blades melt down the spine. Inhale, fill the belly, fill the lungs. Exhale, release, sink deep. Inhale, fill the belly, fill the lungs. Exhale, bring the palms behind us to clasp, lifting the chest high to the sky. And then surrendering the heart down, finding humble warrior, sending the crown of your head towards your mat. In this humble warrior, as you bring the crown of your head closer, can you bring the fist to square off this left hip? Inhale, coming back to warrior one. Exhale, release. One more breath. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, pivot that back foot, open up to warrior two on the opposite side. In this warrior two, we're facing the left. Our drishti or gaze is towards the left fingertips. We're sending that left knee over towards the left side of the back of our mat. Inhale, fill the belly, shoulders to ears. Exhale, melt down the spine. Inhale, fill the belly, shoulders to ears. Exhale, melt. Last one, yogis, you got this, shoulders to ears. Exhale, melt. Straightening in the leg for just a moment and then coming all the way down, finding Skandasana at the top of your mat. In the Skandasana, maybe you go for that full bind, or maybe that right palm comes down towards the earth. Lifting the left palm high to the sky, finding an opening twist in that chest. One big belly fill up. Exhale, pivoting the toes towards the front of your mat. And then finding that pyramid pose, maybe shortening that stance. So the goal is to be straight in both legs here. So if your stance has to be really close, no big deal. Find what feels good to your body. We're trying to find an opening in this right hamstring. Inhale, lifting the heels. And then exhale, releasing, sending the chest towards the earth. Maybe the right toes come in front of the face here. Inhale, fill the belly. Exhale, release. Inhale, fill the belly, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms towards the earth, bringing the right foot all the way back. Maybe choosing here to find that vinyasa, high to low plank, keeping that leg lifted. Upward facing dog, pull the chest through. Exhale, both knees come out in opposite direction, toes come together to kiss, Balasana, child's pose. Taking this moment to come back to that breath, back to that liberation of the deeply rooted feelings you have here. Can you inhale, fill the belly, fill the lungs. Exhale, release what no longer serves you. Inhale, walking the palms close to the body. And then maybe choosing to towel off, grabbing a drink. Coming back to that intention. Maybe bringing the palms into heart center here. Taking a moment of gratitude for our capable beating heart. So many people in this time do not have the opportunity to be on their mats in this moment. Can we inhale, fill the belly, fill the lungs with gratitude? Exhale, fear. Exhale, doubt. Walking the palms out in front of you and then finding Ardha Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. In this downward facing dog, both heels lift high to the sky, lifting high. And then exhale, sinking them deep into the earth, pushing the palms away from you, gazes in between the ankles. Right foot lifts high to the sky, three-legged dog. Starting to draw circles with that right knee, moving clockwise. And then switching the direction to counterclockwise. Really lubricating in this right hip here. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, scorpion tail, right heel towards left glute. If that right armpit shoots up towards the ceiling, can you square it off towards your mat, grounding evenly in both palms? Inhale, grounding down into this left palm, slow and controlled, flipping that dog over, and then reaching for something you desire with the right palm, maybe giving me a little wave. Slow and controlled, right palm comes down to the earth. Right foot lifts high to the sky, three-legged dog. Right knee to nose, round the spine, crunch it in, shoulders over wrists. Exhale, three-legged dog. Right knee to right elbow, make a connection, active listening. We're sliding the knee all the way down to the wrist. And then inhaling, shooting it back up, three-legged dog. Right knee to left elbow, cross-body hold. Sliding that right foot down into the earth and then rising all the way up. Exhale, left palm comes down onto the earth. Right foot comes all the way up, three-legged dog. Right knee to nose, round the spine, crunch it in, plant the right foot in between the palms. Pivoting that back foot to 45 degrees, rising all the way up. Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. In this Warrior 1, inhale, take a big belly breath. Exhale, release, sink deep. Grounding down evenly into both feet so we can zip up through that pelvic floor. Inhale, fill the belly. Exhale, release. Inhale, both palms come behind you to clasp, lifting the chest high to the sky. And then surrendering that heart down, finding humble warrior. In this humble warrior, can you use those fists to square off the right hip? Inhale, moving all the way up, Warrior 1. And then exhale, pivoting that back foot, finding Warrior 2 on the opposite side. Here in this Warrior 2, we're straightening in both legs and then reaching all the way forward with that right palm, bringing the weight down, finding Trikonasana, triangle pose. In this triangle pose, trying not to dump all the weight into this right palm. Maybe you plant it on towards the shin to lift the chest a little bit higher. Sending the right hip back. Inhale, find a big expansive breath through the left lung. Exhale, straightening in both legs, using those obliques, finding reverse triangle pose. Exhale, coming all the way back down to Trikonasana, triangle pose. And then slow and controlled, grabbing an imaginary beach ball from the earth, using those obliques and core, rising all the way up through center. Pivoting the right toes to face the left side, grabbing opposite hips. Bending generously into both knees, sending the hips back, finding a wide-legged forward fold. Here in this wide-legged forward fold, a couple options to play. If headstand or tripod headstand is in your practice, you're more than welcome to hang upside down. If you're with me, I'm bringing my left palm towards the right ankle and then opening up my chest here. Sending the right palm high, finding a flat back. Inhale, fill the belly. Exhale, come back to your center. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, right palm comes down to the left ankle, left palm reaches high to the sky. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, through center. Inhale, grabbing opposite hips here and then generously bending in both knees to avoid hyperextension. We inhale, flat back all the way up. And then exhale, pivoting both toes to face the front of the room. Shortening that stance here and then sending the hips back, bringing the palms onto the hips, finding a flat back, pyramid pose all the way down. In this pyramid pose, bringing the palms down towards the earth. Maybe bringing the right foot in between towards the face to find a deeper stretch. Inhale, fill the belly. Exhale, release, grounding down into this right foot and then sending the left heels high to the sky, standing split. Can you find an inner rotation of this left foot? Inhale, lift the heel high to the sky, halfway lift. Exhale, bring the right palm to hug the right calf, sending the chin towards the shin. One more breath. Inhale, fill the belly, point the toe. Exhale, left foot comes to meet the right, grab opposite elbows, ragdoll pose. In this ragdoll pose, letting the head hang heavy. A generous bend in both knees, inviting the chest to kiss the thigh. Moving and swaying back and forth. Finding a decompression in the neck and spine. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant both palms towards the earth, choosing your journey to your vinyasa. Tucking the elbows into the ribs, upward facing dog, pulling the chest through. Exhale, big toes come together to touch, child's pose. Inhale, fill the belly. Exhale, release. Inhale, fill the belly, fill the lungs. Exhale, release. Coming back up into that downward facing dog. We're going to inhale the left heel high to the sky. And then starting to draw circles with that left hip. Switching the direction to counterclockwise. Inhale, left foot high to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, left heel towards right glute, opening up for that scorpion tail. If the left armpit shoots up towards the ceiling, can you square it off towards your mat? Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, scorpion tail, grounding down into this right palm, finding that flipped dog. Reaching for something you desire with the left palm, maybe giving me a little wave here. And then slow and controlled, left palm comes down to the earth, left foot lifts high to the sky. Left knee to nose, round the spine, crunch it in. Three-legged dog. Left knee to left elbow, make a connection. We're sliding the knee down to the wrist. Inhale, three-legged dog. Left knee to right elbow, active listening. We're finding the left foot to come all the way down onto the earth and then lifting the right palm high, finding that wild thing. Coming down all the way towards the glutes, finding this wide-legged forward fold on this opposite side. Inhale, lift high to the sky. Exhale, can you send the chest towards the earth? Choosing a journey here that maybe is slightly different than expected. Finding the side stretch on a different time, on a different side. Choosing that journey inwards. What feels good to your body here? Dorsiflexing in the toes or maybe pointing them. But with every inhale, can you fill the belly, fill the lungs? Exhale, sink deep, lengthen. Inhale, one more breath. Exhale, walking the palms all the way to the body. Left palm comes behind us to create a little kickstand. We're lifting all the way up, lifting the chest for that wild thing. Right palm comes down to the earth, 0 to 5 chaturanga push-ups. If those are in your practice tonight and you'd like that physical work, tuck the elbows into the ribs and lower down. If you'd like to skip it entirely, no worries. Left foot lifts high to the sky, three-legged dog. Left knee to nose, round the spine, crunch it in, plant the foot in between the palms. Pivoting that back foot and then rising all the way up. Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. Taking one big inhale here in this Warrior 1, fill the belly. Exhale, palms come behind us to clasp, lifting the chest high to the sky. And then surrendering the heart down, Humble Warrior. In this Humble Warrior, can you use those fists to square off the hips? Inhale, fill the belly. Exhale, Warrior 1. Inhale, fill the belly, fill the lungs. Exhale, pivoting to find Warrior 2 on the opposite side, bending deep into this left knee. Drishti or gaze is to the left fingertips here. We're inhaling, reaching for something we desire. Exhale, Peaceful Warrior, reaching behind us, committing to that bend in the front knee. Inhale, straightening in both legs here, finding Trikonasana triangle pose. Maybe having to shorten your stance a bit. Trying not to dump all the weight into this left palm, maybe bringing it towards the shin to find the chest to lift a little bit higher. Sending the left hip back as if you're a perfect piece of toast in that toaster. Inhale, fill the belly. Exhale, straightening in both legs, reaching behind you, reverse triangle pose. Exhale, keeping straight in both legs, teetering the weight towards the left, gazes to the right fingertips. grabbing that imaginary beach ball from the earth. We're using those obliques. Inhale, rising all the way up through center. Exhale, pivoting the left toes towards the right side, grabbing opposite hips here, and then generously bending in both knees, sending the heart down to find a wide-legged forward fold. In this wide-legged forward fold, letting the head hang heavy. If inversions are in your practice, you're more than welcome to find some hang time here. If you're with me, I'm halfway lifting, flat back. Sending my heels in towards the earth, maybe bending in the knees to avoid hyperextension. Inhale, left palm comes towards the right ankle, opening up the chest, finding a flat back. Inhale, lengthen in the spine. Exhale, release through center. Inhale, right palm comes towards left ankle, opening up the chest. Inhale, flat back, fill the belly. Exhale through center. Grabbing opposite hips here, bending in both knees, and then rising up, flat back. Pivoting both toes towards the front of the room, maybe shortening that stance a bit. And then finding that pyramid pose, generously bending in those hips. Sending the chest towards the left shin, dropping the palms towards the earth. Choosing whichever pyramid pose feels good here. Maybe it's bringing the palms to face behind you. Maybe it's bringing the left knee close to the face to find a deeper stretch. Inhale, fill the belly, fill the lungs. Exhale, release both palms. Inhale, planting down into this left foot, letting the right heel raise high to the sky, standing split. Options for handstand hops here if those are in your practice, or if you're with me, can you set an inner rotation of those toes? Maybe bringing the left palm to hug that left calf, sending the right heel a little bit higher with that inhale. One more breath, inhale, fill the belly. Exhale, sending the right foot down to the left, grabbing opposite elbows, ragdoll pose. In this ragdoll pose, letting the head hang heavy, moving side to side. Generously bending in both knees, inviting the chest to kiss the thigh. Can you take one big inhale here, fill the belly, fill the lungs. Exhale, stick that tongue out, let your day go, lion's breath. Ha. One more, yogis, I want to hear you from here. Inhale, fill the belly, fill the lungs. Exhale, stick that tongue out, let that shit go. Ha. Beautiful breath, yogis, finding a slight inner rotation of those toes and a slight gap in between the heels. We're bending down, slightly touching our fingertips towards our mat, and then rising up, finding Utkatasana chair pose. In this Utkatasana chair pose, grounding down into those heels. As if you're trying to rip your mat in two, find an outer rotation, finding the outer hips turn on. Gazes in between the palms, let the shoulder blades melt down the spine. Slightly tuck the tailbone in, finding the natural curvature of the spine. Inhale, fill the belly. Exhale, sink deep. One more breath, yogis, you got this. Inhale, fill the belly, fill the lungs. Exhale, plant both palms towards the earth. Finding a forward fold here, and then bringing the feet out to about hips width distance. A good measuring tool is to bring both fists in between those feet. Planting both palms towards the earth. If you need to bend in both knees, no worries. Honor your body and honor your breath here. Left palm comes down in middle of both feet. And then we're tracing the right palm up to the left, finding a twist in this forward fold. Can you push the earth away from you with this left palm, opening the chest a little bit wider? Finding a twist in the core versus in the neck. Inhale, fill the belly, find an expansive breath through this right lung. Exhale, back through center. Right palm comes down in the middle of both feet, letting the left palm trace the right hand, opening up, finding that twist in this forward fold. Can you push the right palm into the earth? Can you find a deeper twist, sending the gaze towards the left fingertips? Maybe generously bending in both knees here. Inhale, fill the belly. Exhale, release. Grounding down into both heels, finding our Malasana Yogi squat at the top of our mats. So in Malasana Yogi Squat, ultimately our goal is to have our feet facing the front. But if that doesn't work for you today, no worries. Go ahead and open up those feet to a first position. Bringing the elbows into the thighs, lifting the chest, proud crown of the head reaches forward towards the ceiling. Can you ground down slightly, tuck the sits bones in, and find an expansive breath through those elbows, through those lungs, finding a deeper stretch through that center line. Inhale, fill the belly. Exhale, release. Inhale, left palm reaches in front of the knee, and then lifting the right palm high, finding that twist once again. Inhale, fill the belly. Exhale, coming back through center. Right palm comes down in front of the right knee, opening up the left palm high, finding a twist. Inhale, fill the belly, fill the lungs. Exhale, release. Bringing both palms into heart center here, and then coming all the way down onto the earth. Finding that L-shaped staff pose. We're being active in both legs here. So being so active, exhale, root to rise, reach all the way up. Inhale, fill the belly, reach for the ceiling. Exhale, forward fold, Paschimottanasana, sending the palms towards the toes or feet. In this Paschimottanasana forward fold, I want you to think chest to thigh versus nose to knee. We're keeping an up dog quality in our chest, finding the integrity of the spine. So maybe that looks like this today with the flat back. And this is just as good. Maybe you challenge yourself, lift the belly, and reach for the top of your mat. Inhale, bringing both knees towards the chest, and then bringing both heels towards the glutes. Bringing that imaginary beach ball out in front of us, a little bit of core before we start to slow things down. Slow and controlled, using your core strength, maybe counting all 33 vertebrae. Remembering to breathe here in this pose, remembering to smile. Challenging your core, challenging yourself to take your time. Once those shoulder blades meet the earth, bringing both knees into the chest, giving yourself a squeeze. We're going to set up for pigeon on our backs tonight. So to do that, we're on our backs, bringing the knees into the chest. One more extra hug, because why not? And then both heels raise high to the sky, creating an L shape with our bodies. Right ankle comes over the left thigh. We're creating a figure 4 here. Bringing both palms underneath the left thigh to grab, avoiding the knee joint. Bending at the left knee here, dorsiflexing in both fins, and then sending this left knee towards the face. Can you simultaneously bring this left knee towards the face while using this right elbow to push the right thigh away from you? You should be feeling a deep hip stretch within the right hip. Inhale, plant both shoulder blades into the earth. Exhale, release. Inhale, being super active in both feet here, dorsiflexing, fill the belly, fill the lungs. Exhale, release. Finding the uncomfortability in this pose. Finding the comfortability in the uncomfortability of this pose. Can you inhale, fill the belly, fill the lungs, bring the knee a little bit closer towards the face. And then exhale, release, bringing both heels high to the sky, creating that L shape. Maybe wiggling those legs out here. Try not to lock out those knees. Inhale, left heel comes over the right thigh, creating a figure 4. Reaching underneath the right thigh, grabbing for underneath, avoiding the knee joint entirely, and then sending the right knee towards the face. Can you dorsiflex in both fins here, being super active in both legs? Can you simultaneously bring the right knee towards the face as you push the left knee away from you with this left elbow? Inhale, fill the belly. Exhale, push, pull, ebb, flow, sink, release. One more breath, inhale, fill the belly, fill the lungs. Exhale, can you sink a little bit deeper, sending both shoulder blades to press against the earth. We hold a lot of emotion in our hips. Can you simply let anything that no longer serves you go? Maybe that's a thought, person, or situation that poisons your well-being. Can you, with this inhale, giving yourself a squeeze, and then bringing the right knee in towards the face as you let the left foot drop down towards the earth. Trying not to set yourself on fire. Inhale, knee to nose, round the spine, crunch it in. Exhale, right knee comes cross body, setting up for a supine twist, bringing the right and left palm out to create a T shape. Can you ground down into both shoulder blades here while bringing your right knee closer towards the earth? Maybe that left palm comes towards the thigh to push down a little bit deeper. Inhale, fill the belly, fill the lungs. Exhale, sink a little bit deeper. Inhale through center, both knees into the chest. Squeezing that center line in, taking one big breath here. Inhale, feel expansion through the lungs. Exhale, release. Left knee comes in towards the face. Right foot drops all the way down. Inhale, left knee comes cross body, setting up for a supine twist. Bringing the palms out to a T, grounding down both shoulder blades evenly into the earth. Can you find expansion through the left lung? Inhale, fill the belly, fill the lungs. Exhale, maybe bringing the right palm to send the knee closer towards the earth. Inhale through center, bringing both knees into the chest, giving yourself a final squeeze. And then taking these last breaths to find any poses here that maybe you're craving that I did not call for. Maybe that's an inversion of your choice. Maybe that's happy baby. The inversion that I'm choosing tonight is simply legs up the wall, creating that L-shaped position with our bodies, maybe bringing the palms down to the earth. Letting all the blood flow from your feet to your hips. Maybe choosing to take a shoulder stand here. Maybe choosing to take a happy baby, grabbing opposite feet on the outside, and then sending the knees towards the armpits. Rocking back and forth. Finding movement here, giving that low back a little bit more love. Before we open up, choosing our final resting pose. Taking this opportunity to move any blocks, any water bottles out of the way. Shutting the eyes down here. Maybe coming back to that intention. Can you let your thoughts go? Taking one final breath here as a community, fill the belly, fill the lungs. Exhale, release. Shavasana. As we begin to bring awareness back to the body, we wiggle our fingers, inviting life back into our toes. We give those a little wiggle. Bringing both knees into the chest, giving yourself a final squeeze. Thanking yourself for showing up on your mats tonight for self-love and self-care. Choosing either the right side or the left side to fall onto a fetal position using your bicep as a pillow. I love what this pose represents. A clean slate, a fresh start. Knowing that every single time we step off our mats and into the world is an opportunity for us to begin again. Remembering that the real yoga starts when we step off our mats and into the world. Planting both palms into the earth and then rising up to a seated position facing any which way you desire. Bringing the palms to gather all this beautiful energy that we've created as a community. Come down to heart center for gratitude. Remembering that in this time of chaos and in this time of isolation, gratitude helps us fall in love with the life that we already have. Namaste.